Hi there. It's Friday, June the 7th, and time for Proverbs 7. Now, today's proverb is all about adultery. And I personally have never had an issue with that. I was saved when I was 5, and it was never a thing for me. So, even in my younger years, going through high school and stuff. But some people have a problem with this, especially the young. And he's warning against it, so we'll read through this. Should be quick, okay? The wiles of the harlot. My son, keep my words and treasure my commandments within you. Keep my commandments and live. And my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call understanding your intimate friend, that they may keep you from an adulteress or strange woman, from the foreigner who flatters with her words. Okay, this is a parable. I don't know if he actually saw this or not. For at the window of my house I looked through my lattice, and I saw the naive or simpleton, and discerned among the youths a young man lacking sense, passing through the street near her corner, and he takes the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the middle of the night, and in the darkness. And behold, a woman comes to meet him, dressed as a harlot, and cunning of heart. She is boisterous and rebellious. Her feet do not remain at home. She is now in the streets, now in the squares, and lurks by every corner. So she seizes him and kisses him, and with a brazen face she says to him, I was due to offer peace offerings. Today I have paid my vows. Therefore I have come out to meet you, to seek your presence earnestly, and I have found you. I have spread my couch with coverings, with colored linens from Egypt. I sprinkled my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us drink our fill of love until morning. Let us delight ourselves with caresses. For my husband, see, that makes him an adulteress, right? For my husband, and what's that note right there? Is not at home. And he has gone on a long journey, and has taken a bag of money with him. At the full moon he will come home. With her many persuasions she entices him. With her flattering lips she seduces him. Suddenly he follows her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, right? Or as one in fetters to the discipline of a fool, or a stag into the trap, some ancient versions say. Until an arrow pierces through his liver. As a bird hastens to the snare, so he does not know that it will cost him his life. Right? Adultery will cost you your life. Right? Because now you have to deal with a jealous husband, and they will kill you. Right? Okay. Now therefore, my sons, listen to me, and pay attention to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths, for many are the victims she has cast down, and numerous are all her slain. Her house is the way to Sheol, descending to the chambers of death. So, there you go. Stay away from people like that. And it goes both ways, okay? It goes both ways. There are plenty of men that will lie, cheat, and steal to get a woman that doesn't belong to them. But back then it was a huge problem. They didn't have entertainment back then. They didn't have, even if there was a play or something like that, that was, once every 6 months or something. And they had lots of holidays, but no nightly entertainment, no books to read, no, of course they didn't have TV or internet or any of that kind of stuff, but it just wasn't a lot to do. So this was a huge issue. And the women outnumbered the men. I mean, back then families would keep having children until they had a son, an heir. Okay? And sometimes they would have 3 or 4 girls before they finally had a boy. Okay? So there was more women than men. So it was a big problem. Still a big problem? Yeah, there's plenty of adultery. Adultery now is advertised on television, okay? And adultery, this is about adultery, taking somebody else's wife, okay? Fornication is sex before marriage. Okay, and it's still a sin, but it's different. Okay, because fornication, you're only hurting yourself and whoever you're fornicating with. If you're committing adultery, you're taking another person's spouse and betraying a confidence. Okay, betrayal, that's the worst. Jealousy is betrayal, and that's the worst kind of anger you can have, because it's justified, and sometimes it's not justified, but it eats you alive either way. So stay away from that stuff. There's not much to highlight in here, but yeah. So there you have it. That's Proverbs 7. Very short proverb for Friday. That's a good thing. So catch you later. We're still reading Proverbs also in our Through the Bible in a Year. You know, I forget which one. Probably 16, 17, 18 or something like that. They have us reading 3 chapters a day. So we'll get to that. Give us a like if you think about it. And keep watching these. Stay humble. Take this advice to heart. See you next time.